Hey fellow babies, Rohan assures me that we're doing 3 questions this episode, so hold him to it. All right, this week's first question comes from Ken Drinks. Hello, Pactor. I was wondering how you felt about EA being the worst company in America according to the Consumerist. Yeah, I think that's pretty lame. That's what I think. I look at EA and I think, gosh, here's a company that makes entertainment products, okay? Last I know, or last I've heard, they don't pollute. Nobody died working there. They don't, abuse child labor. So all the things you would think are bad about, that a company could do for society, pretty sure they don't do. So, I don't want to single out other companies, but I remember in years past, we'd have footwear manufacturers or apparel manufacturers who used child labor in Southeast Asia. I remember in years past, you had chemical companies that polluted the environment, people got cancer. Like, that's worse. Last I checked, that's a lot worse. You have food companies that make super high calorie products, fast food companies, and take a look at the movie Super Size Me if you want to see an interesting examination of fast food. But people who get obese and die of heart disease. You have tobacco companies and alcohol companies that make products that conceivably kill, and EA is worse than all of them. There's something wrong with the people who voted in that survey. That's what I think. I think it's lame. These guys have a mission, and that is to delight their customer. And if you play an EA game and you're delighted, it's not the worst company in America. You play EA games and every single one of them sucks, and you hate them and the game quality is terrible. I get that they might be the worst video game company in America, but looking at Metacritic scores, they don't have the lowest ratings of all the game companies. In fact, they're at the high end. I think they're behind Take-Two, but they're ahead of a bunch of other guys. So I don't get it. And the one, this kind of came out at the same time as the Mass Effect 3 controversy. That game got a 92 or 93 average Metacritic score. Presumably the critics who voted on the game, who rated it, finished it, so they weren't so distraught at the ending that they decided to downgrade the game to a 70. You get a game with 92s and 93s and people say worst company in America, there's something wrong with our society. We have a entitlement society. A bunch of whiners go out and they decide that they're going to really penalize someone because they don't like the end to an entertainment experience. I didn't like the ending to Titanic, what are you going to do? That's how it ended. All right, this week's next question comes from Twitter at Paizuri-san. Paizuri-san, hi. Sony Entertainment, Sega, Nintendo, etc. are announcing losses and layoffs. Games production is suffering. How can we as gamers help? Well, you notice that those 3 companies all have something in common. They're all Japanese companies. The Japanese economy is not doing very well, and actually the global economy is not doing that well. Nintendo and Sony aren't selling a lot of products because they're global. They're not selling to the global economy. I'm not sure you can help. I mean, these companies are staffed for success. So they hire enough people to run the companies well when things are going well. And they want to make sure that they can address the needs of their customer. So they have enough people to deliver the products that they deliver and market the products that they want to market. And when sales go down, they lose money and they have to tweak their workforce. I mean, this isn't limited to the video game industry. It's true with automotive companies, it's true with telephone companies, it's true with grocery stores, it's true at shoe stores. If they don't have enough traffic to support their overhead, they have to lay people off. Best Buy is closing 50 stores because they're not selling as many TVs and computers as they used to. This is a global recession. So let me give you a much higher level answer to your question. What can you as gamers do to help? Get educated and be productive. The more education you have, the more productive you are in society, the more the society will reward you for your productivity. And if you have a job that is financially rewarding, you'll have more money to spend on products, then go spend it. And if you don't spend it, save it, and that will provide cheap capital for companies like this to be able to fund their operations. They'll have access to capital at low rates. They can expand when the economy improves. So the most important thing you can do is go out and make a great living and either spend a lot of money and support them by buying their products, or save a lot of money, and that will help them to raise capital so they can expand. But the best thing you can do for society, I would say, is get educated and then be productive. I know we're going to have some people who say, I'm the man and I'm talking about making money. You can be productive by taking a teaching job and helping others to make a ton of money. You can be productive by taking a public service job, be a policeman, a fireman, a paramedic, a doctor, and help people stay healthy and keep their houses so that they can go out and be productive. But the point is, in society, the economy expands if they have productive workers in society. And productive means just contributing more than you're taking out from society. So do that, and it'll help these companies in the long run. We have a question from Alaun. Dear Pactor, just a Byzantine question. Byzantine, great question, great word. Is the show recorded in your actual office, or are you in a TV set? Which would be a really tight fit if I was in a TV set. I just think this is very cool. Can you actually move the camera to show that this is, can we show that this is really my office? Show the live cars going down the 110 freeway. Yeah. It's a beautiful day in LA. Yeah, this is my real office. These are real games. This is my real fake wood gun. Yeah, it's my real office. I actually have this view. Go figure. It's nice. It's just a hazy day in LA. But yes, filmed in my real office. I'm not in a TV set or on a TV set. Bonus round is typically filmed on a TV set. And this is really where I work. This is really my humble abode. So thanks for joining me in my humble office. And there would be even more Pach-Attacks if we could get Rohan to wake up early more than once every 2 months. All right, fellow babies, thanks for joining us. If you have a question, submit it to the link below or submit it to me on Twitter @MichaelPactor. If you follow me, I will answer every question via direct message. If you don't follow me, I'm not going to answer the question. If you have a question for the show and you want to submit on Twitter, send it to @MichaelPactor and copy @RohanLikesPants because Rohan picks all the questions.